They're just messing with us now, aren't they? Hoshiguma was on a standard banner not long ago, not as the gold purchasable operator, and now she's back already, especially after what they did to Aya on the current standard banner. Where's my gold Aya, Hypogryph? Give me gold Aya. Welcome to the next standard banner featuring Pallas and Hoshiguma. This is the first appearance of Pallas since her release. If you find the video useful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. If you're new here, you can also join me on Twitch at twitch.tv/drvolk or on Discord. Links in the description below. We start with Hoshiguma, available for purchase in the Gold Certificate store. Hoshi is one of the starter 6 stars and is as standard of a defender as you can get. If you want a no-nonsense, easy-to-use defender, she's your demon girl. Of course, that simplicity does mean she doesn't shine in any particular area. Her first skill is a simple attack and defense boost, sees occasional use. Her other skills are more noteworthy, so let's take a closer look at them. First though, a brief look at her passives. She offers a 25% chance to ignore damage, and the other increases the defense of all defenders. Did I mention she's a simple yet effective tank? Nice, simple passives. Skill 2, the best named skill in the game, is Thorns, permanently increasing defense, and she damages anyone who attacks her. Kills enemies by just standing there? Nice. This has its uses when dealing with ranged units that you can't easily reach. Occasional use, but effective when called upon. Saw of Strength, skill 3, spins a shield before her like a meat grinder and cuts through packs of enemies. The animation is especially awesome with her Ronin skin. This is a solid amount of damage for a defender and helps deal with swarms trying to leak under the protection of tougher enemies. Now for Pallas, a support guard, the only 6 star of this archetype. She's significantly stronger than other support guards and one worth using. Notably, she does actual damage while also buffing an ally. That chain whip isn't a wet noodle for once. Her core buff is Vigor, boosting allies when they sit above 80% HP. She also has options of doing more damage instead, or providing CC, albeit on a random chance. Her first passive gives plus 25% attack to all Minoan operators above 80% HP. Minoans include Vulcan, Conviction, Siddharaka, and Pallas herself. Not exactly the strongest bunch, so not the most used passive. The other passive heals herself and the ally before her for 40% HP each hit. The healing is underwhelming and not enough to maintain that 80% threshold for Vigor most of the time. Skill 1, Strikes a Victory, is best for damage. Once you get it to Mastery 3, every third hit is a burst. Focusing on damage isn't what her role is about though, and she isn't as dangerous as pure DPS units. Still, this is effective for medium lane holding with some self-sustain. Whip of Conviction, what a name, is her least used skill, but it is a good counter to slowly attacking enemies vulnerable to stun. Golems, Hammer Bros, and the like. The RNG of it does mean the plan can go to Elysium on occasion. Lastly, skill 3 makes her attack AoE and casts a stronger Vigor that provides a notable boost to attack and defense, and increases block count to the ally in front of her if they're above 80% HP. Otherwise, it affects herself. The downside is that 80% HP threshold. It's not as easy to maintain as you think, since that ally is likely to be blocking and taking a beating. If they aren't taking a beating, do they need the buff in the first place? Furthermore, would it simply be better to bring another attack unit instead? To add, Pallas shouldn't be blocking enemies, as it will reduce her damage. This is a support guard trait. Her module increases damage by a further 10% against enemies she isn't blocking. She's a good operator, especially if you want to focus all power into a particular unit, or need assistance in a side lane. She doesn't stand out, however. As for the 5 stars, we have Greythroat, Leonhardt, and Whisperrain. Greythroat is a 5-star anti-air sniper in the vein of Exia. If looking at 5-star snipers, you're better off going for someone like Blue Poison or Platinum. Leonhardt is an AoE caster, one of the few without massive recharge on skills. Skill 2 reduces enemy resistance in an AoE, which can facilitate allies' damage. Whisperrain has to be the most desirable of these 3 for her niche at countering crowd control. Anyone she heals will gain resistance, reducing the duration of CC by 50%. So, should you pull? Honestly, I wouldn't. You're looking at an average banner across the board. Most operators here have their niche uses, and should they join your roster, you can certainly find ample use for them. However, we're talking spending limited resources here. With so many great banners on the way, including Solo Blemishine Rerun, Solo Fartooth, and the limited Radiant Knurl less than 2 months away, I would save. Should you pull on Chapter 9 instead? Check the description for a link to that answer. As for buying Hoshiguma from the shop, I only recommend the purchase if you have an established roster and you want her damage reflect niche. For newer players, you should be focusing on purchasing core operators like Exia or Ifrit, who should be available soon. Seriously, where are they? Thorns in less than 5 months, or even Suzerain in 4 weeks if you're looking to amplify your power units. Hope you find this useful. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell so you don't miss anything. You can also join me on Twitch at twitch.tv/TalkTheVulk. I'll be streaming Chapter 9, including viewer polls tomorrow evening, Sydney time. We also have a Discord server where you can ask for help, add friends, and engage with the community. Links in the description below. Good luck with your pulls. May the gacha gods be ever in your favor. Until next time.